Hello and welcome back to Mass Effect 2. Last time we toured the ship. This time we are ready to start going somewhere with that ship. We still haven't really talked to everyone on the ship, but it will be enough for the time being. So yes. The mod of the week was that. It was quick loading screens. This mod makes it so that you can replace some of the videos that the game uses for loading screens with much shorter videos. So that saves a lot of time waiting for things to play. I won't apply the full mod right off the bat. I'm only going to apply parts of it as we see the original loading screens, since some of them are pretty nice. And I do think that it is worth looking at some of them for the first time. Also, you can see this loading screen, for example. Oh, it cut off. That's because this is one of the hubs in the game. And loading screens in hubs actually just wait until you finish loading and not for the actual animation to finish playing. So I will replace all of the screens there with the short versions as well, so that you can actually see what they show. But yes, Galaxy map, let's go. We want to go to Corliss. Now, where are we right now? Turns out we are in the system of Sahrabarik, and we are right next to Omega, where we can recruit the professor and lots of other things, but like I said, I don't actually want to do that. Also, in this game, you no longer use your mouse to move things around. Instead, you click on something and this miniature model of the Normandy SR2 goes towards that place. Also, whee, spazzing out. Yeah, it's pretty silly because, like, if you look at it, like, this is just a galaxy map. The whole reason why it looked like that in the first game is that it's a command console, basically. You say, we want to go this way or that way. You don't see a miniature starship on it, and you don't guide it through it. It would be an extremely inefficient manner of controlling things. And it is an extremely inefficient manner of controlling things in this game, because you have to just press and wait for the thing to go there. It's super annoying. And also, unfortunately, the loss of Presley took a great toll, because now we have to micromanage our fuel. And that's really silly. Now we have absolutely no fuel whatsoever. Also, we have quite a bit of creds. So let's buy fuel. It automatically tops up all of the fuel, but it costs you very precious credits. So you want to avoid doing that as much as you can. And you can also buy probes. They are 5 each, you don't need to buy all of them. But I will for the beginning. And let's just hop through the relay and go somewhere else. Recruit the Krogan. That's exactly what we are trying to do right now. Also, whoa. That's an interesting effect. Huh. Not sure if that's intended. Because now it looks like the galaxy is a bit watery. But yes, as you can see, we have lots of things to do in lots of places. But we're just going to recruit the Krogan. And it's actually right after one jump. Yeah, the mass relay jump effect is also really lame now. Instead of having that effect, you have this boom, and that really is too bad. Thing is, you can also replace this video with the video from the first game, but the problem is that the sound here, in fact, is not in the video itself. It is generated by the game. So you would have to replace the sound effect in the game itself, which is a lot more difficult than just replacing the file for the video itself. And the sound in the first game is, in fact, inside the video. Also, I have no idea why they would make the sound be generated by the game and not in the video, because there's literally no reason for that to be effective at all. It's just more problems than it's worth. Also, you can go into the sun and nothing happens. And of course, your ship is way out of scale with everything else. Not that the planets are in scale either, so... Okay, so let's just go through this. Unexplored. This is Osalri. Osalri, Covasalarian Fire Maiden, is a boiling hot dwarf planet close to the G-class Sar Imir. Too hot for lucrative exploitation, its only satellites are defunct solar arrays destroyed by pirates long ago. Short distance, quick orbital period, small radius, okay day length, pressure is high, very hot, low gravity. Makes sense. Now, another thing why it was nice having Presley is that now you don't have a button that says survey the planet. You have to do that manually by starting a scanner. And it says scanner results moderate, which means there are some resources on here, and what you do is you launch probes. You have to hold the right mouse button, and then there's this graph that says how much of every resource you will get if you put a probe there. As you can see, in some places it lights up higher, and in some places it's lower. Initially, the reticle that we have was actually quite a bit smaller. They had to patch in a larger reticle because everyone got annoyed with this minigame. And it really is an annoying minigame. But yeah, so here, for example, we have a lot of palladium, so let's shoot a probe.
In research projects, palladium is used to upgrade heavy pistols, armor, and cybernetics.
Yeah, we got palladium. Or palladium, as ED says, that's kind of weird. And then we can launch another probe.
Launching probe.
For more palladium. You can generally find a lot of resources everywhere, in pretty much every planet.
Probe away. In research projects, iridium is used to upgrade heavy weapons, submachine guns, and assault rifles.
So I'm not going to bother with doing that too much, but also you can see that in some places you can get more than one resource type.
Probe away.
And yeah, so basically these resources are used in research, which we don't have, so there is absolutely no reason for us to do this just yet. But eventually it will be nice to have things. So next is Corliss, but first let's investigate the other planets. Unexplored. Quotis. A hydrogen-helium gas giant, Quotis is used by countless spaceships to discharge their drive cores after coming into the system. Commercial vessels restock on their supplies of helium-3 from one of its many orbital platforms. Travel advisory. Piracy at helium-3 refueling stations is common in the Ymir system. Visitors are encouraged to use the escorts provided by the Corliss security fleet to and from the system's mass relay. To prevent escort fraud, always ask for identification from the escort ships and compare them to those found on the Corliss security fleet's extranet sites. That's just great. It's a pretty standard gas giant. And even these have stuff, and if you scan and launch enough probes, you will see that the scan results go to poor and eventually to depleted. And there's not a whole lot of reason to do that if you find a planet that doesn't have a whole lot of things to mine. Unexplored. Gregus. Cold and distant, Gregus is currently 65% rock by mass and 35% frozen methane and nitrogen ices. In the planet's summer years, these percentages change as the sun heats its ice and evaporates into a thin atmosphere. Its calcium-heavy crust has been scouted by countless coreless surveying teams, most of whom came back empty-handed. Oh, this is rich. Now, one of these resources is different from the others.
Probe launched.
And that is element 0. So far we haven't found any. And of course, if you recall, element 0 is the element used for biotics and Mass Effect field generation in general.
Launching probe.
Finding it is difficult. Very difficult. So if you find a planet that has it, mining it until it's gone is a pretty good idea.
Probe away.
Also, eventually we will get upgrades for the scanner, which will make the reticle even bigger.
Probe launched.
So once again, there's not a whole lot of reason to scan things at the moment. And is there another planet? It says 75%, so I think not. Yeah, mass relays are shown as orbiting this time around also. Well, without further ado, let's just go to Corliss and try to recruit the Krogan. We already saw the dossier. A garbage cow with a climate was how one Citadel council member described Corliss at the turn of the century. And ever since then, the Corliss Tourist Bureau has been attempted to rebrand their planet. It hasn't worked. Though they have tried calling it the recycling center of the galaxy, corruption scandals and a staggering murder rate ensure that Corliss's image is permanently stained. Corliss's biggest business is the recycling of decommissioned or junked spacecraft into their component parts. While the invention of Omnigel has made this process significantly cleaner, it is still a dirty business that chokes Corliss's sky with smog and fills its ports with megatons of scrap. A shady hospitality industry and a scavenger underclass round out the spectacle of urban decay. Travel advisory: Corliss ranks second in murder per capita in the Terminus Systems, and first in off-worlder murder. Civilian traffic is encouraged to employ security professionals when visiting. Population is 3,800,000,000 estimated. Colony founded in 1781 CE. Capital is Shakua, but that's disputed. Orbital distance is okay, orbital period is okay-ish, radius is okay-ish, day length is okay-ish, atmosphere pressure is okay-ish, surface temperature pretty good, and gravity is also pretty good. So we have the land button here. Well, before we do that, let me check a bit. Did we have in the journal any... No, not in the journal, in the Codex. Any extra information about it? No. Plants and locations, we just have stuff. It's not in primary plants and locations either. Okay. So let's just go. And let's see if we can find Dr. Akir. So this is another loading screen. You may see that there is the Normandy SR2 going in, and this is our shuttle. Interestingly enough, you also see it in the tutorial, where we didn't have the Normandy yet. And Squad Select screen. You can see that we have some dossiers here. Not all of them are available just yet. Yeah, I don't know which one is which, but basically if you click on info, you can find the dossiers themselves. And there, we're trying to get Dr. Akir, the Warlord. And yeah, there's nothing extra that it says that we haven't seen last time, so let's just go with Miranda and Jacob again. And let's invest our squad points. Of course I want warp. Miranda can keep her squad points for the best Cerberus officer rank. And Jacob can also keep his for top incendiary ammo. And we also can change the weapon loadout on the screen as well, but we have already done that, so let's just go.
The dossier doesn't say if Okir is on this planet by choice. Assume hostiles.
There is only one measure of success. Kill or be killed.
Broadcasting orders over loudspeaker. Charming.
Stay focused. We're looking for a Krogan warlord.
Yep, infiltrate the Blue Suns compound. Well, we do know that they are in the he has something to do with the Blue Suns, but we don't know whether it's by choice or not. So, let's see. Yeah, dossier the warlord. Infiltrate the Blue Suns compound. Okay, well, I'm not going to minimize this just yet. I wonder if it shows something when we make use of our powers. Oh yeah, we have this. Oh, now we got the Codex entry for Corliss. That's a bit strange. And it's a primary one, wow.
Known as the Starcraft Cemetery, Corliss was the regional toxic junkyard for centuries. Ships reaching astronautical near-death at connecting mass relays were sent to Corliss, stripped of every useful component, then dumped planetward to clear shipping lanes. Currently, Corliss hosts numerous Merc factions, such as the Blue Suns, rumored to be using downed ship fossils to test advanced munitions. Massive gun batteries threaten anyone attempting planetfall, with minimal defenses against ground attack. Because ancient volcanism greenhoused the planet, Corliss was too hot and CO2 rich to develop a biosphere, despite the abundant lakes that could have sponsored the development of life. Now cool enough for protected habitation, but too scorching for anyone but extremophiles and mercenaries seeking secrecy, Corliss supports numerous Krogan outposts. The Krogan have therefore seeded Corliss with hardy Varen, often kept as warhounds. Varen live primarily on a diet of geophagous vermin and each other.
Yeah, charming place. Very charming. This is how it looks. Huh. Looking at it, it actually looks a lot like the Terminus armor, so I'm thinking that it comes from that pack also. But okay, well, let's start with the machine pistol. And yeah, you guys are good with that. Just put on your Forno ammo. Good. And I will put on my tech armor. Good. And no, that doesn't show it, and that doesn't show it either. What does this show? Okay, I'm not seeing anything over here, so let's just go over there. Yeah, not seeing any enemies so far. But there is some place to take cover behind, so who knows? Mercenary gangs, Varen, Krogan that don't like us, we can find anything here. And yes, this is some sort of a starship. Hull, remains, stuff.
Being hired is merely the beginning. You must earn your place in the mighty army we are building.
Yeah. Nothing over here so far.
observation post ahead. They look tense.
Get him!
Whoa. But yeah, getting into cover is still kind of strange. And Blue Suns troopers with shields. Well, that can be fixed. Shields are back. I can also put on my extra shields. Your shields are supposed to go down. Okay, now they only have health.
Felt that one.
Okay. Now, the interesting thing is that even though technically Jacob should be able to see this trooper, he can't because our line of sight is what matters and not the person who's using it. Makes no sense, but that's how it is. I cannot use this, and I can't use that. So just do this. And now you can do it. Nice. And I can use warp. And when you use two biotic things at once, you get a combo for extra damage. Very nice. Nice. Can't use that because out of line of sight. Or also because she already used that. Yeah, so this shows the same thing as this does. So this is not useful. Oh yeah, I have Dominate, that's right. We couldn't use that before. Now we can.
We're compromised.
Excellent. Nice. No, that showed them. So, what's up with this place? Why are they attacking? Oh, there's one in Merc. Perfect. We can get some information out of him.
Shit. I won't stop bleeding. I'm good. Son of a bitch.
Doesn't look that bad, actually.
He doesn't need to know that.
I knew it wasn't berserkers. Not at range. You're Mercs or Alliance. I'm not telling you anything.
Well, we don't have any reason to think that they're bad guys just yet, so...
I've got a nice application of Metagel ready to go. But if you'd rather I just keep walking.
Son of a bitch. I don't know anything. I just shoot the overflow from the labs. The old Krogan up there, he's really been cleaning house lately. Jador hired him to make her an army, but the Krogan he creates are insane. So we use them for live ammo training. It's all crap. I don't get paid enough to goddamn bleed out.
Outpost 4, Jador wants us to move. We need coordinates on that Krogan pack.
Interesting. So we have a radio and we can choose what to say. Apparently there are some Krogan that someone is breeding and they're insane and so they have to be shot and that's what they're doing. Okay. Yeah, we don't really want to have some extra mercenaries coming this way, so tell them someone else is here.
You heard the man on the radio? He needs direction.
I don't have the info they want. You showed up before I could get my normal sightings.
You have other problems.
Patrol, pack sighting east of Station 2. Yeah.
Copy. East of 2.
Son of a bitch. They'll run blind into Krogan.
That sounds like a good idea. So, why Krogan?
What's Jador planning to do with all these Krogan?
Replace us, probably. I sure wouldn't want to see an army of them coming at me. Only she can't control them. They aren't supposed to be crazy, but they're Krogan. How smart are they to start?
Okay, so that sounds like something that we'll need to deal with, and that's not super great, but okay. So where can we find the Warlord? That's what we're here for, after all.
Have you seen O'Keer? Does he know about all of this?
We can't go in the labs, but everyone sees what happens when the Krogan come out. I've shot hundreds. They're crazy, mindless. Anyone up there, they know what's going on.
So they're in the labs, okay.
Is Jador's lab heavily guarded?
There are big guns to keep ships away. We're not outfitted to fight goddamn commandos.
So, not really. Great.
If you start limping now, you might find a shady spot before you bleed out.
Shit. Oh, shit. Oh.
The scare was a nice touch.
I thought so. Come on. Our warlord is somewhere in Jador's lab.
Renegade options. Pretty good. And yes, we got +5 Renegade and 7 Paragon. Well, we also got some information about our current mission. Find the lab, find Jador's lab, and extract Dr. O'Keer. Okay. Let's move on.
Training is part of your contract. Failure to perform means liquidation, legal and otherwise.
So that's Jador. Oh.
Hostiles ahead, watch it.
Oh. Ow. What the?
Now let's finish you off.
Aha. Take that. How about you do this? Or, yeah, you can do that too. Yeah, this is far enough. Whoa. Okay, that works. Huh. Oh, there's medkits that I can get to from here. So let's walk down. Whoa, they're up there. More blue sunstroopers. Don't know if this will go. Oh, guess it will. Oh, dear.
Spotted.
Excellent. Nice. Ouch. Ouch.
Here we go.
Gravity's one mean brother.
Okay, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. Ah, there we go. Huh. That doesn't work either, actually, so I'm not sure why that's shown. No, they're almost dead. So I can just let my squad do the thing.
One last.
Okay. Yeah. Insanity. Oh. I need some long-range equipment. Another unfortunate part about this game is that shots are no longer hit scan.
Stun him!
So that means you have to lead your shots, and they take forever to travel. For no reason whatsoever, aside from the cool factor, I suppose. Yep, that's Krogan. Well, I guess, yeah, that will be all for now, since we're out of time. Let's just read a bit more about the Codex. Got the organizations, so let's read about Blue Suns, if we can.
Immediately following, founded by notorious Batarian slaver Solum Dalsera, the Blue Suns began as a Skillian Verge protection racket, providing genuine protection from slavers and pirates. Eventually captured by the Systems Alliance Navy, Dalsera beat almost 24 charges to be convicted on a single count of conspiracy. The slaver benefited from the tutelage of cellmate and brilliant con artist Bernard Legit's Ledger. Upon release 5 years later, Dalsera incorporated Blue Suns as a legal security agency. Today, the Blue Suns boast a galaxy-wide force of Batarians, Turians, humans, and Krogan. Each deployment is backed by a logistics corps, selling everything from heavy weapons to shaving cream. Despite claims that Blue Suns sells its captives as slaves, no Blue Suns employee has ever been convicted on such charges. Many Blue Suns members sport the company logo in tattoo form, removed during assignments and reapplied at mission end.
Yeah, so basically, Mercs. Alright, well that will be all for now. And next time, we'll continue our search for the good Krogan Doctor. Later.